Man, what up? What up? What's up, man? We back.
We
back
back.
for another one, baby.
Back
We here
for another
another
one,
We
big
here
dog.
for another one, man. We got episode 002. Episode 002, man.
Hey man, we back, man. It's been a long week.
You know what? We can't do this again this week. We can do it last week.
All right.
Hey, I'm your boy Cam, of course.
Hey,
Coach Cam, aka whatever you want to call me.
Killer Cam is what I call him.
That worked too.
I'm your boy Real, Coach Miller, D Miller, him, whatever.
I ain't never heard anybody say him.
I know. I just made it up on the way here.
Man, that ain't.
I had that in my head on the way here. I wanted to say that.
Hey, that's the wrong kind of spirit you in.
This dude trying to steal my shine, man.
I don't know what's going on, man. But nah, man, we back for another episode, man. Episode 001.
Man,
Had a good start to it, man.
It did,
Relentless
man.
Purpose, man. We got a lot of positive feedback.
I was just about to say that.
A lot of good comments, man. A couple questions, you know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on the first one, man?
Man, that first one, man. Like you said, we got a lot of positive feedback, man. Put it on all the platforms, man, from YouTube to Instagram to TikTok to Twitter, man, Facebook. Like it was all over a bunch of different platforms, man, and people were tuning in from all over, literally all over the country.
Yeah, for real, man.
So I think just that alone, man, it says a lot about what we're trying to do.
Man, just trying to do something, man.
Yeah, it says a lot about what we're trying to do, man. So that positive feedback, man, that kept me fired up, getting ready to go all week.
Yeah, for sure, man. I was excited, man. We were texting back and forth. Hey, man, we gotta keep this momentum rolling, man. Not just for us, but just in general, man. We had a great conversation. You know what I'm saying, with the first episode.
For sure,
great conversation, man. And I already know today's conversation might top the first one, man. I don't know. You know, we got a couple questions, couple comments, man. But there's one in particular.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? There's one in particular that really kind of hit both of us kind of different.
Yeah.
Based on what we talking about, purpose and being relentless and all that stuff, man. So the question was, how is it so easy to promote positivity in a world that's so negative?
Ooh, that is a good one. That's a good one. You want me to go first?
Go ahead, man. Yeah, I want to hear your thoughts on that.
It's to say that it's easy. I think that's a, I'm not gonna say an understatement, man, but it's not easy, right? And I think it has more so to do with the mentality.
For sure.
Right. So it's a mentality thing for me. And I can just speak for myself, but like you have to choose to be positive, right?
Yeah,
you can't get lost in like what's going on around you, right? And like when the world is on fire and burning around you, like, hey, how are you responding? Right. And so like one of the biggest things that I like to take away from like just negativity alone is, and one of my favorite quotes is the true measure of a man shows in the midst of adversity. Right. And how you respond in the midst of adversity shows more about the man than the adversity itself.
Yeah.
And I like to post that on Twitter, man. I like to post that a lot because it's the truth, man. Like everybody has something going on in their life
every day.
You know, everybody got something going on, man. No matter, don't let social media fool you thinking that people always have it all together. Because some of the people you think got it all together, them the ones that had like some of the most suicidal thoughts.
Not for real, man.
Them some of the people who going through it the worst, man. But they have to put on a front, yeah, in a sense, you know what I'm saying. So
facade.
Yeah, facade. So it's not gonna say that it's easy, but man, it's also a choice. You know, it's also a choice.
I was gonna go there with mine, man. And
I'm gonna give you a story from when I was in college, man. And then I'm gonna kind of let you take over. But man, my second year of college, I wound up transferring from a school in Ohio to a school down in Kentucky, right? And like my first summer, after my freshman year of college, I wound up going home for the summer. Like I was like, you know what? I'm about to go to the military. Like I'm not going back to college, right?
Military, bro?
Man, I wanted to go to the Air Force. Yeah, my dad was in the Marines, but I wanted to go to the Air Force, and my parents wasn't having that. But I wound up going to school down in Kentucky, and my first summer after that school year was over, I decided to stay in Kentucky. I was like, I'm not going back to Detroit. I'm gonna stay down here. I'm gonna work out, blah blah blah. Try to get me a job, whatever the case may be. Bro, I was miserable. Like I was miserable. I wound up staying with one of my former teammates. I wound up staying with him, and two of my other homeboys from Detroit wound up staying down there for the summer too. Bro, we literally was down there like thugging it out like the whole summer. Like talk about noodles for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We all been there.
Hey,
college or no college, we all been there somewhat.
Bro, I'm talking about just straight struggling.
Well, y'all blood pressure was.
And so, man, what? And so I'll never forget, man. One day we were headed back to the apartment from campus, and man, it was probably about 1.5 miles from campus. And bro, it was raining like crazy, right? And I'm walking. We driving back to the apartment, and my boy's truck breaks down.
In the rain?
In the rain. He had a 96 Ford Explorer. I'll never forget this. Broke down, and we like, bro, we ain't had no money, we ain't had nothing. So we got to get back to the crib. So we get out and walk in the rain. Swear I can't make this up. And I'll never forget, I went to school in Kentucky, right? So that's big thoroughbred country down there.
Okay, so what time of the year was this though?
Summertime.
Okay, got you.
So it was summertime.
I was about to say, boy, if it was cold and rain.
Nah, it was summertime, man. So we wanted to walk in probably the last mile to get to the apartment. And I'll never forget, I came around the corner and I'm thinking all type of stuff like, man, I should have went home, blah, blah, blah. I'm miserable, right? And I go around the corner, like about to walk to the apartment, and I walk past a statue with a horse statue with a jockey sitting on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I stopped, and because the rain was just hitting the statue, and I looked at it. I said, this jockey can sit on this horse and not fall off his horse, right? In this rain. Don't let nothing ever knock you off your horse. And that to today, like, lives with me. Like, no matter what, I try not to let nothing knock me off my horse. You know what I mean? And so how do I promote positivity and when it's so much negative and stuff going around? Man, it's a choice.
Hey man, I just want y'all to know, this guy is not this philosophical in adversity as that story. I ain't saying the story wasn't true. I'm just saying
that's real, bro.
I believe you.
That's real.
He's not this philosophical, bro. Like,
nah.
Now he just, he reacts.
Hey, I do.
You know what I'm saying? He reacts. But I feel you on that though. Like sometimes it takes something like that, man, to really grab your attention, to really, you know what I'm saying, to get your attention, man.
100%. 100%.
I kind of look at it like promoting positivity. Like, we all want to have positive. We want to have, these daily motivational readings or daily devotionals we read, or we might have, we might listen to a specific motivational speaker. So we have positive mindsets, but we don't, sometimes it's not as negative as it seems. It's negative because we have these intrusive positive thoughts because of what we've embedded in ourselves. True. And then we turn around, but we still in the same environment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we go into the day, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. I'm not going to let this person knock me down today. I'm not going to let this person knock me down today. I get it. Some of y'all's job is y'all job. Yeah. But I also understand some of the messy people at your job too. So we're not going to throw that aside. You know what I'm saying? So some of y'all right in the box too. But sure. I think some of us, man, we don't get out of that mindset, out of that negative mindset, because we don't get away from those environments. For like, if you know that's affecting you negatively,
right,
you've got to take some kind of steps to remove yourself from that situation. Will it happen overnight? No.
That includes people too.
Exactly.
Removing people from your life.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes. Sometimes it's family, sometimes it's best friends.
Yeah.
Sometimes it could be your job. I'm not saying quit your job now, but if you have other qualifications and you can find another job, find one.
Yeah.
But I think we get too much caught up in trying to just making excuses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, negativity is negativity, but half of the time it's our mindset, or it's a biased mindset.
For sure.
Or we stuck in our ways, and it's not really as bad as it seems.
For sure.
But we can paint the picture that way, looking for some sympathy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody can't pull you. Somebody else can always pull you out of that negative situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you got to have the fortitude and the wherewithal
pull yourself up.
To pull yourself up.
Pull yourself up.
You know what I'm saying? Like what they call it? Pull yourself by the bootstraps. What they used to. Y'all know it's Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? and then what they used to say? Pull yourself by the bootstraps and all that, man. Blue collar, working hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes we had to come back to that, man. Like, I think we get too caught up, and like you were saying with the Instagram and the glitz and the glamour. And to be honest, man, before Facebook first came around, MySpace first came around, all these other little apps first came on the scene, it wasn't an app. You had to go to a website.
Right.
So everybody didn't have laptops.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't on the smartphone.
It wasn't at your
disposal. It wasn't at your disposal right away. So you didn't have all day to sit there and be negative. But now if you go anywhere, you can be in line at Walmart or HEB and
go straight to an app.
They scrolling right there, waiting before they get checked. You know what I'm saying? So you steady feeding into it because half the stuff you follow are stuff you either want or you envious of, and you're just trying to hate on.
Right.
So it might not even be nothing negative, and you instantly have some negativity in your heart. Being envious.
You
know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I don't even think it's promoting positivity. I think that's just you wanting to do better.
Facts.
You wanting to be better.
Facts.
You wanting to help other people be better.
Oh yeah.
Which that's how it kind of folds back into this relentless purpose.
Yep.
You know, your purpose is to get people out of that situation. Our purpose is to help people, not just athletes, like we said.
Facts.
Our purpose is to help people.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So in order for the world to be better, we as people, you know, who are growing and working, we not perfect, but we want to show people that there's another avenue and there's other ways to come out of that negativity. It's other things in life besides what you see on their phone.
Facts.
Because anybody, especially with AI nowadays, man,
you don't even know what's real half the time now.
I can post a Bugatti. You know, I can take a picture of the front of my house and put an AI Bugatti in there, and I'm sitting on the hood chilling. You know what I'm saying? But nobody know that.
Facts.
Only people that see me every day that I encounter every day know. Oh, he didn't go from didn't go from that to no Bugatti and still living in their house.
Facts.
But you got people that don't know this, and they just like that's the thing I hate, man. Like I tell kids all the time, quit following all these random people.
Man.
Like I get it. You're people you look up to. You know what I'm saying? Like your professional athletes, whatever you aspire, you know what I'm saying, aspire to be. If that's what motivates you, if that's what drives you to get you to that level, then by all means go for it.
Facts.
But you know, y'all out here got you following 2,500 people,
right?
And you personally only know 54 people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep. You let you give what they say, like the idle mind is the devil's workshop.
Oh, for
right?
sure.
So you following all them people, man, like, and you just constantly just seeing that stuff, man. Sometimes you just got to take a break from social media,
bro, you
break from people.
You want to know you want to so crazy?
What's that?
How this question leads into it, bro? That was part of the message at church yesterday.
Okay,
what you say? Was stepping back. Like sometimes you gotta take a break from the social media. You gotta take a break from the news.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? To make sure your heart is pure.
For sure.
Because not just when it comes to religion, but a pure heart can help with anything, man. Like you might not know me from a can of paint, as they say.
Right.
But because your heart is pure and you can see good in me, now that gives you want to reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? You want to give me that same courtesy and opportunity, or you might want to drop a little knowledge on me that I can go along, because we don't know each other, but I'm going back somewhere where I can drop that on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good.
It's an interesting you.
No, that's that's real talk. Like, so for me, like, man, like I don't even watch the news. Like if I'm at work and like they just so happen to be watching news, like, bro, my TV stay on Sports Center. Like I'm constantly looking at sports. Like, man, I watch like old shows here and there on my iPad or something, or if I'm at home, I watch TV or whatever. But like, man, it's very rare that I can tell you what's really going on in the media.
For sure.
Because like, bro, like, not that I don't care, right? And you know what I'm saying? But it's so much going on around you. It'll make you hate people, right? And I like, I love people. I don't like everybody, but I love people. You know what I'm saying? And so, man, like when you start watching that stuff, like just for example, and not to bring up politics, but like with the elections and stuff recently, like, or every election, right? Every 4 years or whatever, man, you start seeing people's true colors, like, you know what I'm saying? So then it start make you like hating people.
Yeah.
And so in order for me not to do that, it's like, yo, let me log off Facebook for a little minute.
Yeah.
Like, or because I mean, I if I post anything on anything, 9 times out of 10, I post it and got off.
Yeah.
Right. Like then I'll come back like days later and see, oh, I got likes or comments, or whatever the case may be. But man, I can't even tell you the last time I just really just went and scrolled on social media. Just because of that, because it is a lot of negativity. And when you just start reading that, it
feeds into you.
It do. It starts feeding into you. And then you like, man, maybe that person, blah, blah. It's like, man, no, man, that's your boy. Like, you know him. Like, don't let that make you think that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So in order for me to avoid that, bro, I stay off of it like half the time. Like, because again, that stuff starts getting in your mind, and then you start thinking and feeling different. Why? Because you saw it on social media.
Yeah.
Right. And then you went off on one platform, I'm gonna stay off Facebook. And you just happen to get on Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on Instagram too. I'm gonna get off Instagram.
Yeah.
And you just happen to get on TikTok. Like, oh, it's on TikTok too. Now you feeling some type of way because you didn't try to get off all the platforms, and it's on every single platform.
Yeah.
So what do they say? Oh, it was on TV, it must be true.
Yeah.
If it's on the internet, it must be true. So like for me, man, like just me personally, like I try to stay off of it as much as possible. Like I said, if I get on there, it's because I'm posting something, or like I'm having like when you'll send me DMs, or we send each other like DMs or whatever. But my boys will send me stuff. But like outside of that, like bro, I'm like rarely just on there because of that reason.
I go further than that, man. Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. It was so great when they made the For You or following section.
Oh yeah.
So now I just stay on the following, and I already know who I'm following and what I'm following. I understand pretty much what I'm gonna see. Of course, every now and then you might see something that you don't agree with, and you just be like, you know what I'm saying? Well, mute or whatever. So, but I get it totally, man. But so even with that question, with us dealing with sports and the youth, it kind of made me think like, how do we promote positivity within the youth and all that stuff, man? But you know, I know I'm putting you on the spot, man.
No, go ahead.
On the spot questions, you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
So when it comes to being a coach, dealing with the youth, how is it that you're able to handle negativity, jealousy, parents disgruntled? How are you able to handle that positively to not mess up the core?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? As they say, one bad apple can, ruin a whole bunch.
For sure.
How do you handle that? You know what I'm saying? To keep what you have intact.
Gotcha.
So that everybody can press forward.
The biggest thing, man, is realizing that comparison is the thief of joy. Right. And so when you deal with, like you said, you're dealing with jealousy, you're dealing with all these type of things, because you'll have parents that say, well, my son, how come he didn't? And yada. Yeah. It's like, hey, your race is your race and their race is their race. Yeah. Like you trying to run the 400 when you're a 100-meter runner. He's a 400 runner in track. You're a 100-meter runner. Why are you comparing your son to him? You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's one of the biggest things too. And then the same thing with the kids, right? They'll go back to social media. They'll see these kids getting these offers and yada yada yada, and then they'll go, how come I'm not getting anything? Like I work just as hard as him, whatever. Like, hey man, like his race is his race. When it's your time, like it's gonna be your time. But like the biggest thing is, man, be patient, right? Be patient, know your limits. Like if you are in football, if you are a Division II player, you have no business going to 20 Division I camps. Yeah. If you are a Division III player, you have no business going to 20 Division I camps, because all you're going to do is keep going to those, wasting your parents' money, and then you're going to be mad, right? As opposed to saying, hey, let me be self-aware of who I am, where's my skill set, and say, you know what? It's okay that I go D2. Man, I went D1 and then I went D2 and ran track at D2, played football at D2, graduated on the dean's list, you know what I'm saying? Got my degree, all of that. But guess what? Man, at that time, I didn't know what it took to be a D1 player. I thought I knew, right? If I would have stayed there at the D1 that I was at, like, right, I would have been disgruntled the whole time I was there. Like, bro, how are they playing over me? Man, I wasn't even putting the work in like I should have. You know what I'm saying? So the biggest thing is, man, I tell people don't compare. Because once you start comparing, you're really gonna be ticked off. Like, you know what I'm saying? So how do I handle that and keeping that core together is realizing, like, look, you are you and he is he. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? And once you realize that, then I think, all right, now you start getting a sense of who you are. But as long as you come into it like, okay, I see what you did for this kid and I see what you did for that kid, like that, my son should be the same. It's like, nah, that his process was completely different. Your process is this, his process is that. All right. And as a parent or a player, if you start comparing your process and your household to somebody else's, again, comparison is the thief of joy.
That's perfect, man. So it's funny you say that. So I'll never forget my first position meeting at Jacksonville State.
Okay.
Receiver coach Jeff Burrow, who is now I ain't gonna say where he at now, but that was my guy, right?
Okay.
We had our first meeting, and one thing he put out, he said that it blew my mind for a second, and then when he kind of broke it down, I was like, okay. He said, never judge another man. Just because y'all wear the same size shoes doesn't mean both y'all shoes fit. What he meant by that is just because y'all play the same position or y'all might look the same, both y'all can't do everything the same.
Right.
So while you worried about the next man, you ruining your opportunity
to
either get better, grow, You know what I'm saying? Or to even take a spot or whatever it might be. It might be on your job for promotion.
Right.
You worried about why they got promoted. It just wasn't your time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing with playing time. Oh, your parents telling you better than so-and-so, or you feel like you better than so-and-so. And that effort you putting into hating or being envious and jealous is time away from you perfecting your craft. Mental reps.
Right.
That's one of the biggest things you're going to hear when you go to college.
Yep.
Mental reps. Because everybody can't get on the field at one time. The most receivers you can put on, I just play receiver just because that's just the natural thing to say.
For sure.
Most receivers you can put on the field at once is 5.
Yep.
So if you got a room of 18, hey,
somebody ain't playing.
Somebody ain't playing. But if you understand the situation you're in and you take that time to learn how to watch film, if you learn, I had a conversation with a kid, man, who was injured, out for a couple of weeks. And I said, this is the perfect time for you to grow. He's like, what you mean, coach? I said, you get the chance to sit back if you really want to and learn and study everybody else in that room. You can find out their strengths and their weaknesses.
Yep.
And you know where you need to grow at in order to get on the field.
When you come back.
Meaning I need to be better than them at this. I need to be better than this person at this. I struggle here, so I got some work here to be better than him at this right here. I'm better than him at this, but I'm going to keep working because I know he struggles at this, so if I can be better at 2 different areas, they got to come to me first.
Yeah.
It's all about how you look at things.
Yep. That's real.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about how you look at things. But if you steady, like we're going back to it, if your purpose in life is to hate,
oh yeah,
there's no hope for you.
No, at all.
You know what I'm saying? Or if your purpose, and we can look on the flip side, if you know you're better than somebody, but they're on your team or they're on your side or they're in your corner or they're your friends, you're supposed to reach down and help and grab them up.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like it wouldn't, like what would my purpose be if I had all this knowledge? Just using this example, if I had all this knowledge on X, Y, and Z, you didn't. We supposed to be partners. We supposed to be boys. You know what I'm saying? But I let you fail. I don't throw you a lifeline. I don't throw you a oop. I don't give you the plug. I don't do nothing.
But you know, I'm not to cut you off, but you know that happens and you know why, right?
Yeah.
It's because most people want to see you doing good. What they say, they want to see you doing good, just not better than them.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So, but go ahead.
But that leads to a whole nother thing, man, because it's like, I want to see all my dogs eat.
I want to see everybody
I want to see everybody win. Like I want you. And it's I don't want. How can I work this right, man? I want you to do better than me because that's gonna give me something to strive for. If we say we boys and we really love each other, and we really rock, and we want to see everybody win, I want to see you get a one up on me.
Facts.
So no, I know I got something to chase.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Not out of jealous, not out of enviness, but it's just out of being okay. I know when me and you get together, we gonna push each other. It don't matter what it is. We can be joking around, and then next minute we serious. Hey, how can boom boom this play that play this play that play? Okay, let's get this kid on blah 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 blah. But if you really rock together, y'all supposed to be a community.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. If your purpose is to help people, that might be the help you need.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying. That might be the drive you need.
Yeah.
Because if I know somebody really has my back and my well-being and heart, then I know he will want to do the same thing. He will want to see me come up there with him. You know what I'm saying? Like he will want to see me tag along. He will want to see me outdo him. Because now that's gonna drive him to go a little further.
And if you win, we all winning.
Right.
If you winning, I'm winning for sure.
Right.
Because I'm attached to you. Right. And vice versa. So like for me, it's like, what type of person would I be if I had the right play and not put my guys on? I mean, and you can kind of attest to that too. Like, bro, like, man, I don't gatekeep. I used to tell college coaches that all the time. Like, I would promote like another kid. Like when I would go to camps, like, hey, I know you're not looking at my guy right now, but I seen this kid over here, you know what I'm saying, at another camp. This kid kind of fit what y'all looking for. And they be like, all right, I'm gonna check him out. And then sure enough, they like, man, coach, that's real. I'm like, bro, because I don't gatekeep. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting everybody on. I don't know that kid. I just seen him and I spoke to him before and I seen him at a camp. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, there's a kid right now who's at North Texas because of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I straight up, I seen him at a camp at a Texas State camp a couple years ago. This was years ago before I got to UTSA. But that's how it kind of like just worked itself out. You know what I mean? And so just this stuff like that, man, like I'm big on like, yo, man, like if you winning, I'm winning.
Bro, prime example. We had our scrimmage. You know, I interviewed 2 of their kids and the coach.
Yep.
Their articles on the kids. They're one of our own. Sent them out. They got published. Put the interview on YouTube. Like that's what it should be about.
Facts.
Like that's what we should be about.
Facts.
Like, not just when it comes to sports, man. That should be about anything, man. Like, competition, true competition breeds the best out of everybody. It brings the best out of everyone.
Oh, yeah.
And then when it's done out of love, that stuff does not go overlooked.
Facts.
It might not happen immediately, but at some point that's going to be reciprocated. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you build relationships.
Right.
That's how you build relationships.
Man. Like, everything out here is not, you can't do everything solo dolo, man. As much as everybody want to talk about how independent they are.
Yeah.
And I can get it on my own. I got X, Y, and Z on my own. No, you didn't.
No,
because somebody helped you get in the position you're in now.
Facts. That's like when I first started Fourth Quarter Pressure, man. Like, I didn't come on the scene like I'm gonna do this all by myself, man. I reached out to so many people. I had people that told me like straight up, like, "Hey, you probably not gonna make it past the first year, but if you need anything, like, let me know."
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right? I still got that DM from somebody telling me that.
I don't ever understand though, bro. As many 7-on-17 that pop up every year.
Yep.
Like in the San Antonio area alone.
Said we wasn't gonna make it past year 1. Hey, we going on? We on year 5 right now.
This weekend.
It
jumps off this weekend.
Hey, and if you're in Fort Worth, come and check us out this weekend, by the way.
For sure. If you not, subscribe to the YouTube channel.
For sure.
Subscribe to the IG. We'll be going live.
Yes, we will.
Subscribe to the Twitter. The YouTube stuff is attached to the Twitter. To the X, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It will be going live. So make sure y'all tap in, man. Support the kids, man.
For sure. Hey, because we're gonna drop the schedule on YouTube too, just for y'all to check it out.
Okay,
man.
Okay.
All right. Let me throw that in there.
Yeah, I'm saying I didn't know that, but okay.
I'm gonna throw that in there.
All
right.
I got you.
We'll put the schedule on there just because, man, we want y'all to come out and see the boys that we bragging about, right? And the boys that we really man tapped into and loving on and bonding with and helping these young men come better sons, better brothers, one day fathers and husbands. And so, man, I'm sure they would love that support. So we will definitely at some point, whether it's the Twitter or the X or YouTube or whatever, we will post a schedule for y'all to come and check the guys out.
But since we talk about that now, man, but not only that, of course, you already know we have 4QPD Elevation, which would be the player only podcast.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
That will be posted to the YouTube. It'll be on the IG. It'll be on everything, man. Will y'all get a chance to really sit down and get to know these kids that we talk about? You know what I'm saying? We haven't really thrown names out because we don't want anybody feeling left out.
Right.
But at some point throughout the season, you will have seen every kid. Some of them ain't gonna like this. I'm looking dead in the camera when I say this. Some of y'all ain't gonna like it. Don't care. All y'all say y'all want to go to school, you have got to get used to talking in front of a camera.
You do.
You've got to get used to selling yourself. Not even selling yourself, showing who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not just on the field. So
that's real.
Y'all will get a chance to really get to know, ask questions to the young men. You know, we'll make sure they go live, IG live or whatever after a game. If y'all want to pop on a live, asking a question or however you want to do it, man, we'll make sure that, you know what I'm saying, they get a chance to really interact with not only the parents and other players, but also, you know, the subscribers and the fans or however you want to word it.
For sure.
That's out there.
That's going to be huge.
In the World Wide Web. You know what I'm saying?
I'm actually looking forward to that.
To that part. Me too, man.
I'm looking forward to that.
It's a couple kids I already know who kind of used to it, and there's a couple ones that's in the shell.
Yeah.
And I'm not even gonna lie.
We're gonna get up out of them.
I'm grabbing them first. I'm grabbing them first. Like seriously, I'm grabbing them first.
Yeah, get it up out of them.
First. They got to.
Yeah.
And then, but I think it'll help them in the long run. Of course, we got a couple, you know, they're coming out of the shell now.
Mm-hmm.
They are opening up more, and I believe that's because we don't just say it, but it's really a family, and it's really a family dynamic. I had a parent, you know, told me, like, Coach, text me on the side, like, Coach, we chose your organization for growth, athletically, and as a person.
That's big.
So, you know what I'm saying?
And that, man,
it goes back to your purpose, baby.
It do, man, and it do. That's what, like, I had somebody ask me, like, hey, like, how do you feel now that you're like, no, you're not allowed to coach anymore, right? And I'm like, well, because I'm still affiliated because of my son plays and all this other stuff. But I'm like, man, I couldn't have thought of a better group of guys to take over, man. Like, just like all 4 of y'all, great men, man, great husbands, great fathers. man, great brothers, great friends. You know what I'm saying? And so I just want to kind of say this publicly, man. Like, I appreciate y'all, man.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to jerk with
hey, no, for real, man. Like, I appreciate y'all, man, because, bro, just finally being on the side, man, and just kind of watching, right? Like, what everything that's transpiring, like, bro, like, I love it. Like, if you would have asked me 5 years ago that I think we would be here right now, like, especially like doing all of this, like, man, I couldn't see that.
Well, man, it's because we all understand the common goal here.
Yeah,
we all understand what this is for, the purpose. Hey, everything will go back to purpose, baby.
Yep.
So it's just not me, man. Got to give a shout out, man. Coach Tyrone McCrary. We got Coach Marlon Sparks.
Yep.
We got Coach Lawrence Lewis. You know what I'm saying? So all of us work well together. We all understand how we can handle our business, and we also understand where we might not be the greatest at, but there's somebody else on the staff that can do it.
Facts.
We all have a genuine relationship with the kids too.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And even though we have kids' personal attachment to some of these kids out here,
for sure,
there's no charity, there's no daddy ball, there's no handouts, there's no favoritism.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Like, your reps are your reps. That's what we're here for. We're here to get reps. We're here to get better. Do we want to win the tournament? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But we also want to make sure that the boys are growing and having fun. And to pay to go to a tournament, to pay for uniforms, to have your parents pay to travel, hotels, food, taking up your weekend, and for you to just be standing on the side looking crazy the whole weekend, like, that's demoralizing.
No, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you come over here to grow and you've heard so much about the organization. Why would we switch it up?
Right.
Why would we change? This is who we are. This is what we do. This is how we always been. I got one young man. I'm gonna give him a shout out. My dog Brady.
Oh man, I love Brady.
I can't wait till y'all meet Brady. That's my guy. Brady came to us as a 12-year-old pup. He was the youngest. He's still the youngest, but he was the youngest, man. And Brady's been with me for 3 years now. He's worked his behind off, and it's showing.
He did.
He don't complain. He just goes to work.
Just
Brady. Boy, he got his first catch last year in the game, and everybody went crazy, parents included.
Yep.
Everybody. He was so happy, bro. He was just like, that made his year.
Hey, and that translated to him getting his first touchdown.
In the season.
Yes,
sir.
He got his first touchdown this past season at school.
Yeah, man. His mom said it to him, but he called head taps him.
Yeah, he did.
He got up flexing on him. I'm like, okay. Brady got his swag.
And if you see Brady, like he said, he flexed on him. If you see him, you would never expect it, man. Like, but that's the growth.
But it's a lot of kids like that.
For sure.
Like, it's a lot of kids that just head down and work.
Yep. I
can't shout everybody out now, but you'll get to meet them, and we'll make sure that they get the same love that we just gave Brady and all that. But
for sure,
head down and just work, man. Like, that's what we about.
Yeah,
growth on and off the field.
I love it.
Positivity.
I love it.
Purpose.
I love it.
And then we also we were talking not too long ago, man. We're gonna do a community service event somewhere. We have a month off between, because a couple track meets and the spring break and all that stuff, man. So in between the Houston one, February 22nd, before Dallas again.
Yep.
Is it Dallas? Yeah, Dallas and then Orlando back to back. Yeah. So so we got a month. We have a good month in between. We're gonna pick one of those weekends out. We're gonna do some community service stuff, man.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, football is great, but someday you gotta hang your cleats up. Someday the shoulder pads get put up. Someday the helmet got to go. But it's also because we have a lot of our kids who have never seen a struggle. I don't know what that struggle is.
Right.
And we don't want you to feel like we didn't help prepare you for life by showing you the other possibility if you don't handle your business.
Facts.
Because shout out to the parents we got, man. Like, y'all have busted your behind to put, the kids in the situations and positions they're in now. And if they don't tell you, from us here, Relentless Purpose Podcast, powered by 4-Quarter Pressure, big
appreciate you, man.
Big ups.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you. We thank y'all for working with us. We thank you for entrusting us with your kids.
For sure.
That's not an easy feat. That's not an easy task, man. To hand your teenage son, this is when they're most impressionable.
Yep.
Teenage son, to hand them over to us, on weekends when they could be doing other things.
A whole lot of other things.
We taking them out of state, take them out of the city, out of their comfort zone, and y'all trust us enough and work with us enough to make it not just enjoyable for us, but for the boys and also yourself.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Also yourself as a parent, man. So, big ups to all our parents in the organization, man. If y'all haven't heard it, I want you to hear it now, man. We thank you, and we are proud of you. We happy of the job that you've done with them thus far. We know it's only the beginning. It's only going to get crazier from here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's only going to get crazier from here. But yeah, we want to show them that you don't ever want to forget other people who are not in the position that you're in. You know what I'm saying? Use your blessing to be a blessing. I grew up on that. Like I was taught that at an early age, man. Like use your blessing to be a blessing.
Facts.
Because everybody, even on your roughest days, there's always somebody that got it rougher.
Yeah, man.
I mean, think about it, bro. We just had a freeze.
Oh, I know.
We just had a freeze. Like, think about it.
Yeah, you're right.
And then you got some people that complain about the heat going out in the house for an hour or two. Like, bro, you got some people out here that don't have heat at all. Like,
ain't
homeless, don't have nothing. All they got is blankets and the coats, and trying to find somewhere, a shelter that's overcrowded. So we always want the kids to understand that life is bigger than sports. Life is bigger than football. Like, give back. Help out where you can help out.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
That's my little spiel.
I appreciate that, man. And man, that is a great reminder just for everybody watching, man. Not just the kids, man. Some of us adults too. Like we get comfortable, we get complacent a little bit, and we kind of forget that some people are living paycheck to paycheck, and you one paycheck from losing that house, you one paycheck from having your car being repossessed and stuff like that. So, man, like we can't forget the other side of that, like you said, And so, like, I'm grateful for the fact that we are going to do that community service event, man, and kind of show the boys, like, hey, this is the other side of it if you don't take care of business, right? And mommy and daddy ain't always going to be here, all right? You got to be able to fend for yourself at some point.
Hey, bro, I was talking to somebody, man. I was just like, man, it's crazy. Matter of fact, I was talking to Kyra, man. I was like, man, it's crazy to look up and see everybody's like about to be juniors.
Boy,
like you realize how fast, like everybody got to realize, like, this upcoming March, it'll be 5 years for COVID.
Yep.
Think about how quick that was.
Yep. I remember.
If like you took a nap through the summer and now we here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like,
that's crazy.
Like like time is ticking, man. And not just the young men, but the people we might touch on a daily basis, not in that kind of way. Just some people like to run with stuff.
Right.
Lives we might impact on a daily basis. Like, time is ticking. Time waits for no man. You know what I'm saying? And we have got to equip everyone to be prepared for life.
For sure.
For life, bro. Life happens every day. And I feel like we're not really walking on our purpose or doing our due diligence if we don't show them other things outside of sports.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
It's bigger than sports. Let sports be an avenue to set you up for life. Yes.
100%.
But everybody's not blessed with that ability, ability or opportunity, especially now dealing with the transfer portal.
Oh,
I don't want to go into that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that's an avenue. Like, that's real.
Yeah.
That's something that they're fighting against.
Right. Oh, you're right.
So if you're not prepared to go, maybe you just want to work. Maybe you just want to get a trade. Maybe you just want to go to the military.
Hey, it ain't
do whatever you want to do.
Right.
But we want you to be prepared to be your best at it. Like, we don't want you getting your cap and gown at 18, walking across the stage in the May or June, early June.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, okay, what's next?
Now what?
Then, I got to go to college orientation. You didn't know?
Right.
Like, that's why we took you all these visits, did everything so you could meet the counselors. You could walk around the campus. You could talk to players and got their perspective on things. Like, realistic perspective on things. And not just, I can run this route. Yeah, they got me right with this. Boom, boom. Yeah, we ate good in the cat. Like, that don't matter. Like, it matters, but it doesn't.
Right. No, facts.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? So that's just my little rant, my little daily part. My episodely, that ain't even a word, but episodely podcast rant.
Hey, what did he say earlier? He usually not this philosophical. Like, he over here making up words. No, that's
I'll make up a word quick now.
Hey, no, but that's real though, man. Like, hey, man, and sometimes we need that reminder. We need to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So,
but like you said, even us too, not just kids though. Sometimes, but it's the crazy thing. Like, I know you get that reminder a lot on your job.
Oh yeah,
like I know you do.
Oh yeah,
and
you
Boy, I know you do.
You have to, man. Especially so like my station is downtown. And so like 90% of the homeless in San Antonio, they all are downtown. You know what I'm saying? So man, you make runs. And you got to remember, like, even like when we get there, no matter what's going on with them, man, they still human at the end of the day.
They are.
So that's one thing, like especially at my station, we pride ourselves on, like, man, we don't degrade nobody. Like, I don't care if that's you a billionaire or a homeless person that I'm helping at the moment. It doesn't matter to me. I'm still gonna treat you like a decent human being, right? You know, because I'm here because God put me here. I'm standing in place of whatever he's having me do for you at that moment, whether it be I just need you to wipe my eyes out because I got pepper sprayed, or I need you to help me with this, like whatever the case may be, man. Like, we make some calls, man. I remember a couple years ago, we made a guy. This when I was at Fire Station 24. We made on Austin Highway. We made a guy, or he was like schizo something or whatever, and man, this dude would call and he would lie to dispatch to get us there. And when we get there, like, hey, what's going on? How can we help you? Like, I'm just be honest with you. I just need somebody to talk to. So I tell you, the first time that happened, about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning,
you're pissed.
Man, what? I'm like, come on, bro. Like, hey, man, that's not what 911 is for.
Yeah.
Like, you good? So then we wound up leaving. Hey, took our 2 days off, came back next shift, got called again. He said, hey, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I just need some cigarettes. Hey, I cannot make this up. I'm like, bro, you can't keep doing that. Like took 2 days off, came back again, got called again. PD showed up with it this time. They like, hey, he's a repeat caller. We like, yeah, we know. Like, we done been here the last 3 shifts, but I say that to say, like, okay, man, something's going on with this dude. Like, and so we started talking to him, like, bro, like, you are like lonely, like you lonely, you like, you know what I'm saying?
And y'all could have been the thing that kept him on this earth.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like.
So that's what I mean when I say, bro, we don't treat nobody no different. I might not always like some of the calls, like, cause like what, like, come on, man, you hit your pinky toe, right? But I say it all the time, man. You call because this is the worst day of your life. You didn't call just because you wanted to see us show up in uniform.
I never thought of it like that.
Yeah, you don't call because you're having a good day. I can't think of one person that called 911 because they was having a good day, other than probably me when I was a kid, and I got a whooping for it.
You called 911 for that?
Man, listen.
I advise y'all children, don't do that now.
I was probably like, I had to be every bit of like 6, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so people call us because they're having a bad day, right? And so it's my job to get there and figure out how I can make your day better. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at the career. Like, yo, man, you call 911. Hey, how can I help you?
Yeah,
right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my little spiel about the job, bro.
Yeah, man. That was I never thought of it like that though.
Having a
bad
day.
I can understand. I can see it. I can understand it because we all need somebody to talk to at the end of the day.
Yep. So, but man, I was fired up for this episode, man.
For sure. Like, hey, that was a great question, man. If y'all have any questions or comments, or maybe you just want us to address a certain topic, now we won't address every question or topic
for sure.
But if it's anything that's relatable to, you know, purpose or being a better human or whatever, or maybe you have we got one comment, man, where a guy he has a story to share. He just want to share it, and we will eventually
we're gonna get him on.
Get around to having him on, man. We got a couple guests coming your way real soon.
Mm-hmm.
Got a couple interviews lined up, man. We got a couple. We'll continue to drop our thing on Monday
for sure.
A couple other people in the studio, but then we'll have some little surprises pop up here and there during the week, man. Just some interviews we got coming in, man. Should I go ahead and tell y'all, man? Tomorrow we got Mr. Ivan King out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, man. Former, professional arena ball player, high school coach, turned trainer, has his own facility.
Yep.
Young man impacting lives in the area, man. That'll be a great conversation, man.
I'm looking forward to that one.
That'd be a great conversation.
I'm looking forward to that one.
We have him lined up. We have another trainer, a kid I know from his high school days in Mississippi. That'll be Thursday, I believe. Yes.
Yep.
Thursday. His interview's Thursday, man. And then I know you got signing day Wednesday, but probably drop. I don't know when I'm gonna drop his, man. Y'all get a chance to meet Coach Lawrence Lewis in studio. He'll be here. He'll be here in studio this week on Wednesday. He'll be here Wednesday night in studio. I'll probably drop that one. I'll surprise y'all. I don't want to give him too much.
Don't give him too much, man. You giving y'all a little bit too much all at once.
But as you can see, man,
it don't stop.
We doing our due diligence. Oh, it's not gonna stop.
It don't stop.
We're doing our due diligence, man. We're gonna make sure we come with the content. We come with the information. Like I said, we have the questions you want to ask or you want us to address, man. I want us to also set up soon, man. I want us to set up a live stream where we can interact with some fans, man.
Let's do it.
Some subscribers, let them jump on and just kind of. I post a link in the chat and just have a community conversation, man.
That's gonna be cool.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
That'll be
dope,
cool, man. That'll last probably about. We give them like 25-30 minutes.
Yeah, we can kick it off with about 30 ourselves, and then we can just we'll limit the show to about hour 15 ish.
That'll
something like that, man.
That's gonna be cool.
We try to set it up that we can start doing those a little bit, man. So we can just try to interact, man, because everybody got a voice. We want this is the platform where we want people to have a voice.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Life happens to everybody.
You do.
And your words might just be what can, reach another subscriber.
For sure.
Or another follower on Twitter or Instagram or whatever, man. You might have the perfect words to say that we don't have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
a lot of people are going through a lot of the same things. And you might be somebody that has overcome a certain thing. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that may be. So don't hesitate to reach out. Send us your, like you said, send us your questions, man. Like any particular thing you want us to kind of subject you want us to kind of touch. Like, and then once we do the live and you guys start interacting with us, man. Like, man, hey, this is a safe space.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is a safe space.
Yes, sir.
So you come on here, man, and
a safe, respectful place.
A safe, respectful place.
Where nobody's issue is too big for anybody.
For sure. For sure. And if you are somebody that wants us to touch on something, but you want to remain like anonymous or whatever the case may be, send it to us.
Yeah, and we'll leave your name out of it.
Yeah,
just like the question of the day.
Yeah.
For sure. Because that was a great question, man. That was a great question.
Yeah.
That was a great question.
That question, low key, took the whole show.
Yeah, but that was the purpose of having. That's why I wanted to have that one. I was like, man, that's a topic that can go on, and we actually cut it off. Like we had to kind of go somewhere else.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Because that's easily could have been a 2-hour episode.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, on just that one question alone. And the thoughts. And in the comments that you had, and then we'll bounce back.
And my wheels get to spin.
Right.
My wheels get to spin.
Right, man. Because but that's natural because you one of those people, I'm one of those people, man. We want to leave something better than we found it, or we want to promote growth in a situation.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So if your wheels aren't spinning, then you don't have a soul.
Yeah.
Like, to me.
Yeah. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't care.
You're right.
So, but man, yeah, that was a good episode, man. Episode 002, man. We appreciate y'all for tapping in. Like we said, share, like, comment, subscribe.
Absolutely. Down below.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. Below. Yeah, y'all see he pointing at them. Y'all see the socials and everything right there, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Well, we keep it relentless. Everything has purpose. Relentless Purpose Podcast, baby.
Peace. We out.